Welcome to the first video on the Attitude Gaming channel. I'm Ralph, and today we are gonna talk a bit about what's coming to this channel, and we're gonna be taking a look on some rules that I wanna follow, and let's get into it. But first, I think I should tell you a bit about myself. So yeah, I was playing career mode consistently since FIFA 9, and I've been pretty much always doing like long career modes with one cup, but the ones that I didn't really give very much time to was Bedford City and Heerenveen. So that's why kind of I picked Bedford City. I was monitoring them for a while in League One and waiting if they're gonna go down or not, because I really want to start in League 2, especially this year. Some other games that I played are mostly strategy games that I wanted to or I'm planning to feature on this channel, but I'm not sure when. But yeah, so this is not only FIFA channel, but will be for a while probably. Okay, so now to the important things. Of course, we are playing Bedford City. They have beautiful stadium, which is not in the game, but which is a shame because I think it's stadium for like 25,000 people. So, and that's in League 2. So that's a shame. But they've been in Premier League. I think it was 2001. They went down. So I think it's the last team, or like the only team right now in League 2 that was in the Premier League at some point. Before it was obviously Portsmouth for many years, but they're up now. So and it's gonna be a long career mode. I'm planning about 6, 7, I hope 7 seasons. So I'm gonna be playing every game, including preseason. That's gonna be mostly used for just finding out which posts we should improve and maybe changing some strategies and stuff like that. So actual preseason, and obviously I hope I'm able to do as many videos as I want. With the college, it's my last year, so but minimum is gonna be 1 episode per week at least. So I'm gonna stick to that. That's like the minimum that I wanna do. And in that episode, we're gonna go through 1 month, probably, no matter how many games are gonna be there. 2-3 games should be of gameplay, and the rest is gonna be like short highlights. I'm still gonna play them, just don't wanna bore you guys out, because some of the games may not be interesting at all. The goal is to win PL at least. I don't think that's that hard. That's why the Champions League and the stabilizing comes in, because we might win it in like the first 5 seasons. What do we do the 6th season, 7th season? We could just aim to win everything at the same time. So that's why the stabilizing comes in. Oh yeah, such a segment, it's in the works. And because it's gonna take a bit of time to produce, so I'm not sure if I can keep it up every episode. It's probably gonna be, right now I'm thinking like half of the season, maybe like each half, maybe at the end of the transfer window, we'll see. Oh yeah, and I'm planning to buy the Bedford City kit, but right now I didn't even order it yet, because I found out that it's like, with shipping it's like over 55 quid, which is like crazy amount in my opinion for the rest of like League 2 team. So I didn't order it yet, but at some point I will. And I was thinking, what coach do I wanna choose or create. And I was thinking about Didier Drogba as the first choice, or some other legend or retired player, but I'm still not sure. So you can write me in the comments if there's anyone you would wanna see coach, or actually I have an idea, because there is a player from my very first, like the biggest series that I did probably with Blackburn back in like FIFA 09, and his name is Diogo. I don't know if you, maybe some will remember him, maybe you can find him still on database or something, but he was definitely the best player in the save for me, so maybe he can be a coach. That could be interesting. I think it was Brazilian. Difficulty, I'm probably gonna start on legendary, but I wanna get the ultimate for sure, so don't be worried about that. I'm gonna be using our sliders though, because I experienced in FIFA 19 how big of a difference it makes, and like the gameplay is so much better. Like some say that it makes the game easier, but I don't think so. For example, without the our sliders, there is sometimes such a big holes in the defense, or like players are just running somewhere where they shouldn't, and that's like much more, that actually gives you the advantage when somewhere is all of a sudden there is like space in the middle of the defense there shouldn't be. So I'm for sure gonna use that. In regards to cheat engine, if needed I'm gonna use it to change positions, because I heard in FIFA that I heard online that it's possibility that we can change, or like the players can change positions if you play them in different positions than they are capable to play at the start, but it's not sure, and especially some of the youth players, sometimes right from the get-go you can see they're much better in different position, and they're just not at all the player that FIFA thinks they are. So for things like that I would use the cheat engine to change the positions. I think there was one other thing that I wanted to use it for, but maybe like customization, like hair or something, or the youth players, but I'm not sure. So I don't wanna play with it too much. Next up, of course, no financial takeover, no scout future star. Even if I'm starting in League 2, I don't care. I don't like regions that much. I don't especially like OP regions, but I for sure wanna incorporate some of them this year. So you all get some regions for sure, and probably I would wanna use some of them as a coach for next FIFA, hopefully. Of course, no glitch or other glitches. I don't know what other glitches are there. I didn't even use long glitch ever, but I just wrote it in because I wanted it to be recorded that I for sure want to use that. And we have dynamic potential, so oops. So it should be all good, hopefully. I'm gonna be taking the free scout that FIFA offers you at the start, because I don't believe in the scouting system right now in FIFA, so I still think you should be able to see overalls of all the players. So I'm just gonna take the scout, because I'm barely gonna use it anyway. I'm gonna use it obviously, especially for like pre-contracts and then later in the save, but we're still gonna be using other stuff like SoFIFA and FIFA Tracker. It's a site where you can load up your save, and you can basically use it as SoFIFA. You can search players by potential, overall, even the regions, so it just gives you much more clarity over your save. It's especially great for, like I said, later in the career mode if you wanna search for a certain player, or you wanna see the actual potential of your youth players, to the youth academy. Here we are gonna use maximum of 3-star scout, because I feel even the 3-star scout is a little bit too strong. On the better scouts you can always find like 90 plus potential players, but with the 3-star you get consistently like players above 80 potential usually, which is a little bit too strong still. Like the ratio is still too much, but I think it's fine. Like I would still go for them, but we will start on 1-star scouts in League 2, and each league when we go up we can upgrade our scouts, so there's no limit on number of scouts. One idea I had is we could use the scout future stars and then sell them or release them. I would personally wanna sell them, but because I wanna make sure that they're at least in Europe, so we meet them sometimes. But I would do it for spicing up the save, so later in the series we can see some of like really good players in Premier League or in the European Cups, or see some crazy transfers. I think it's fun, and I think the most important here is I wanna rely on young players that mostly have a good potential, not great potential. They're not super known, so they have to have below 84 potential. Usually I'm signing players around like 80 potential. Basically the idea is, build a team on these players that a lot of them may not reach anywhere near the level in real life, as they are now rated, so or of the potential that they are given. So I think it's interesting, more interesting than taking players who are almost for sure gonna be really good players in real life in a few years. You can see in League 2, usually I'm not buying players over 67 potential, because if I do, they usually start to grow really fast, especially if they have higher potential. They're over 70 overall by Christmas, which is not realistic in my opinion. So let's say 67. I can see League 1 probably not over 70. Maybe in winter I can buy over 70. In winter we can buy over 67 overall player in League 2. But most of the players I'm gonna be aiming for with our budget are players around like 64 overall. You can get 2 players on pre-contracts per year, but they can be highest in the position we are buying them in. They basically have to be like bench players, or they would have to be 32 years and up. So the idea is, again, so we don't get starters for free, and at the same time we can like buy, I don't know, other legends. I'm not using pre-contracts very often, so you may not use it always, the 2 pillars. Also we can use it just to start a player at the first opportunity, or trade him in a trade deal for someone else. And for free agents, I set this to 1 per year with the same rule. So I'm actually interested to watch other YouTubers and see what they say. That's why my first episode is gonna be coming out either on Sunday or Monday the 30th, which I know is like probably a week after everyone's gonna be starting uploading their series. But I wanna see first. I wanna I want FIFA to get the first day patch out, so if there's any bugs, it's fixed for the most part, so I don't have to restart the save. Also, there were some things in the past that were added to the game that wouldn't show unless you start new save, so I hope that doesn't happen this time, because I wouldn't want to restart for sure after I start. Okay, so this is all from me. I was rambling way too long. Hopefully I can cut this video down because it's way too long. And yeah, thank you for watching. I've been Ralph, and I'll see you in the first episode of Bradford City Carry Mode.